Hi everyone, welcome back sa aking channel, GTR Math Tutorial at Facebook na RJ Enseñado. So for today's video, magdi-discuss tayo ng another reviewer para sa Engineering Mathematics. So number 296 to 305 tungkol lahat sa probability. So medyo marami na to. Kung gusto niyo mapanood simula number 1 ay nasa description po ang link ng aking playlist. Okay, so let's start. Number 296. There are 3 questions in a test. For each question, 1 point is awarded for a correct answer and none for a wrong answer. If the probability that Janine correctly answers a question in the test is 2/3, determine the probability that she gets 0 in the test. So, ang hinahanap natin, probability that Janine gets 0 in the test. So para maging 0 si Janine, kailangan lahat ng sagot niya ay wrong. Okay? So ang magiging binomial distribution ulit tayo dito kasi ang probabilities natin dito dalawa lang, success or failure. Okay? So ang pin natin dito ay para maging 0 siya. To get 0, kailangan wrong siya. So yung pin natin dito ay yung wrong. Wrong si Janine. So ang sabi, kapag correct daw si Janine, if the probability that Janine correctly answers a question in the test is 2/3. 2/3 daw kapag tama si Janine. So kabaligtaran ito ang kinukuha natin, makaka-0 si Janine. So ibig sabihin ang success natin dito ay kapag 0 siya, kapag mali. So yung Q natin, yung 2/3 dito natin ilalagay sa Q. Tapos yung P natin, syempre 1 minus 2/3. So that is 1/3. Okay? So ayan, pwede na natin gamitin ng binomial distribution. So sabi dito, mayroon tayong total na 3 questions. There are 3 questions. So therefore, ang N natin ay 3. Tapos, sabi dito, determine the probability that she gets 0 in the test. Para maging 0 siya sa text, kailangan ang X natin ay 3 din. Ibig sabihin, mali dapat siya lahat. Mali dapat para maging 0 siya. So, i-apply lang natin ang formula, probability of x equals 3, equal yan sa, ang n natin ay 3, ang x ay 3. So, we have 3C3, and then, ang p natin ay 1/3. So, 3C3 times 1/3 raised to 3, and then, yung q natin ay 2/3 raised to 0. Dahil ang sum dapat nito, 3 plus 0, ay equal dito sa 3. Okay? So, evaluate lang natin yan. Ang 3C3, this is equal to 1. 1/3 cube, so that is 1 cube is 1. And then 3 cube is 27. Tapos 2/3 raised to 0, that is 1. So therefore, multiply natin lahat yan. The answer is 1 over 27, which is letter D. Okay? So next number 297. In the ECE board examination, the probability that an examinee will pass each subject is 0.8. What is the probability that an examinee will pass at least 2 subjects out of the 3 board subjects? Okay? So, hinahanap natin, pass at least 2. Tapos, ang N natin dito ay ilan daw? Probability at least 2 subjects out of the 3. Ayun, out of the 3 board subjects. So, ang probability daw na pass each subject is 0.8. So, yun yung ating P. Kapag pumasa daw ay 0.8. So, syempre, ang Q natin, kapag hindi pumasa, 1 minus 0.8, that is equal to 0.2. So, ang hinahanap natin, at least 2. So, at least 2, ang N natin ay 3. So, ang at least 2, ibig sabihin, ang X natin ay 2 or 3. Therefore, ang hinahanap natin ay probability of 2 plus probability of 3. Okay? So, i-substitute lang natin sa binomial distribution formula. Probability of x equals, small x equals NCX times P to the x times Q to the N minus x. Okay? So, substitute muna natin kapag ang x ay 2. So, palitan lang natin yung mga x ng 2 tsaka yung n ng 3. So, we have 3C2. Ang P natin ay 0.8. So, we have 0.8 square and then 0.2 to the 1. Okay, lagyan lang natin ng 1 para malinaw na 2 plus 1, that is 3. And then plus P3 naman, so magiging siyang 3C3, and then we have 0.8 cube, and then 0.2 to the 0. Therefore, so pwede na itong i-calculator siguro ng dare-diretso dahil decimal. So pwede nyo nang i-calculate ng dare-diretso yan, or para malinaw, paghiwalayin muna natin. So ito. Tapos ito. Okay? So yung probability na itong 3C2, so i-type nyo na lang sa calculator ha. Sige, isa pang line. Ang 3C2 that is equal to 3. Tapos 0.8 square that is equal to 0.64. And then times 0.2 plus ang 3C3 that is 1. And then we have 0.8 cubed that is 0.512. And then 0.2 to the 0. So syempre yan ay 1. So therefore, we have 3 times 0.64 times 0.2. So kinakalculator ko na lang. 0.384 plus 0.512. Kapag inad natin yan, ay equal sa 0.896 in decimal. Convert to percent, that is equal to, move lang natin ng dalawa. So that is 89.6%, which is letter D. Okay? Or automatic ito. Kailangan ang magiging sagot talaga dito greater than 0.8 kasi ang sabi, examine will pass each subject 0.8. Tapos ang tinatanong lang dito, bumaba at least 2 subjects out of 3. E di syempre kung pumunti yung subject na ipapasa niya, kung pass all subjects ay 0.8, kailangan yung sagot ay mas mataas. So therefore, ang may eliminate lang pala itong letter A. Yung B pwede na rin ma-eliminate kasi masyadong malapit sa 0.8 yon. So C or D na lang yung pwede ditong maging sagot by elimination of choices. Okay? The next number 298. In a multiple choice test, each question is to be answered by selecting 1 out of 5 choices, of which only 1 is right. If there are 10 questions in a test, what is the probability of getting 6 right of pure guesswork? So ilan daw yung probability na makakuha siya ng 6 pure guesswork? Okay? So ang pin natin dito ay yung probability na tama yung sagot. So ang sabi, ang set choices natin, 1 out of 5 choices. Each question is to be answered by selecting 1 out of 5 choices of which only 1 is right. E di ang probability na tama by guessing or yung probability na tama yung sagot ay 1 out of 5, 1 over 5. Siyempre, yung complement niyan, yung Q, probability of not correct answer ay 1 minus 1/5, that is 4 over 5. So, N natin dito ay ilan daw yung test? There are 10 questions. Okay, 10 questions. So, ang N natin ay 10. Ang X natin ay, what is the probability of getting 6? 6 right. E di ang X natin ay 6. So, ang hinahanap natin ay probability of 6. X equals 6. So, that is equal to ang N natin. So, we have 10C6. And then, we have ang P natin ay 1/5. Ang Q natin ay 4/5. Lagyan natin exponent. 6 ito. So, therefore, 1/5 to the 6. Ang 4/5. Ang exponent niya ay 4 dahil 6 plus 4 ay equal dito sa 10. Okay? So, evaluate lang natin isa-isa. Para detailed, so kunin ko muna yung 10C6. I-type nyo lang sa calculator yan, 10C6. So, that is 210. Ito medyo malaki. Pwedeng i-type na natin directly siguro ito sa calculator kasi lalaki na masyado ito eh, no? Pero anyway, kung gusto nyong makita, so we have 1 to the 6, 1. And then we have 5 to the 6. That is 15,625 times 4 to the 4th. 4 to the 4th, that is 256 over 5 to the 4th power, dinistribute lang natin 625. Okay? So kung ang calculator niya yung ano lang na pangkaraniwan, pwedeng isa-isahin niyo yan. Oops, lumipat agad siya. Buburahin ko lang, ayusin ito 56. Okay, so ang calculator niya karaniwan lang. So i-multiply niyo lang lahat ng nasa taas. 210 times 256 And then 210 times 256. Tapos divide natin sa 15,625. Tapos divide pa rin sa 625. So the answer is this in sa calculator ang lumabas na ano scientific notation 5 point ano ito. Ang lumabas sa calculator, pwedeng i-convert na lang natin ito sa ayan lumabas calculator ko 5.505 times 10 to the negative 3. So kung times 10 to the negative 3, ibig sabihin yan, i-move natin ng dalawa ito or tatlo. 1, 2, 3. Nandito yung decimal niya. So therefore, ang sagot natin ay 0.0055. Ayan, 5505. Okay? Ito kasi yung lumabas sa calculator. Times 10 to the negative 3. So therefore, ito yung sagot natin in decimal. Pag kinonvert natin in percent yan, move natin ng dalawa, magiging 0.55%. Move natin ng dalawa. Put the percent symbol. Ayun, 0.55%. The correct answer is letter D, 0.55%. So, maliit talaga yung chance niyan kapag manghuhula kayo ng tapos makakaanin kayo. Pure guesswork. So, expect nyo talagang maliit yung magiging probability na makatama ng 6. Medyo marami yung 6 out of manghuhula sa multiple choice na 5 questions or 5 choices. Okay, so next, number 299. From a box containing 6 red balls, 8 white balls, and 10 blue balls, 1 ball is drawn at random. Determine the probability that it is red or white. So probability daw ng red or white. So para makuha natin yung probability ng red or white, kunin lang natin yung bilang ng red tsaka ng white. I-add natin, ang ibig sabihin ng or ay plus. So ilan ba ang red? We have 6 red and then 8 white. So i-add lang natin yan. So we have 6 plus 8. Ang denominator natin sa probability ay yung total. So total natin 6 plus 8 plus 10. Okay? So therefore we have 6 plus 8 that is equal to 18. Ang denominator natin 6 plus 8 sorry, but naging 18? 6 plus 8 we have 14. 6 plus 8 plus 10 we have 24. So in lowest term lang natin ito 14 over 24 parehas divisible by 2. So therefore, ang tamang sagot, 14 divided by 2 is 7, 24 divided by 2 is 12. So therefore, letter B ang tamang sagot, 7 over 12. Okay? Next number, number 300. From a bag containing 4 black balls and 5 white balls, 2 balls are drawn one at a time. Find the probability that both balls are white. Assume that the first ball is returned. Ayun, ni-return daw, no? The first ball is returned before the second ball is drawn. So kukuha tayo ng 2 balls, no? So, ibig sabihin, ang probability na makakuha tayo dito ng find the probability that both balls are white. So imumultiply lang natin yung dalawang probability dito. Doon sa una, tsaka sa pangalawa. So ang P sub 1 natin, yung unang makukuha daw, find the probability that both balls are white. Sa first draw natin, P sub 1 ay white daw. So P sub 1 ay white, probability ng white. Tapos yung P sub 2 natin ay white pa rin. Tapos ang sabi dito, the first ball is returned. So ibig sabihin, ang probability natin ng both white ay imumultiply lang pala natin. So probability ng first white natin dito, first white, lagyan ko ng white dito. Itong pangalawa, subscript ko, ayan, white pa rin. So kunin lang natin yung total. Ilan ba yung total? 4 black balls, 5 white balls. Eh di ang denominator natin parehas ay 9. Okay? Tapos find the probability that both balls are white. So sa unang white muna tayo, ilan ang total ng white? We have 5 whites. Tapos sabi, assume that the first ball is returned. Returned before the second ball is drawn. So yung unang ball na kinuha natin, binalik. So ibig sabihin, ang denominator natin dito sa second white natin ay 9 pa rin. So 5 over 9 pa rin. Therefore, to get the probability of 2 white, both balls are white, all we have to do is multiply lang natin. Okay? So, i-multiply lang natin. So, P1 times P2, that is equal to 5/9 times 5/9. So, the answer is 5 times 5, 25/9 times 9, 81. The correct answer is letter A, 25/81. Okay? So, kapag dalawang beses magdodraw, minumultiply lang yan. Okay? So, another example, we have 301. A bag contains 3 white and 5 black balls. If 2 balls are drawn in succession without replacement, what is the probability that both balls are black? So dito sa problem natin, without replacement naman. Okay? So kukuha daw tayo ng 2 balls. If 2 balls are drawn in succession, what is the probability that both balls are black? Okay? So dalawa ulit yung kukuhanin. So ibig sabihin, ang probability natin dito, i-multiply lang natin. Kasi dalawa ang kukuhanin. So probability of 1 times probability or P sub 1 times P sub 2. Tapos yung P sub 1 natin, parehas siyang 2 balls are drawn, probability that both balls are black. Okay, so black parehas. So ilan ang white natin? Ang white balls ay 3. Ang black balls ay 3 white and 5 black balls. So ang total natin, total 3 plus 5, that is equal to 8. So ang P sub 1 natin ay black, both black. So therefore, yung first block natin, sa first block ay meron tayong 5 pa yung blocks natin. So we have 5 over the total, 5/8 times, dahil ang sabi dito, without replacement, yung denominator natin mababawasan kasi hindi natin binalik yung unang nakuha. So yung pangalawang i-multiply natin dito, yung 8 magiging 7 na lang. Tapos ito ring numerator natin mababawasan ng isa. So 5 magiging 4 na lang siya. So magiging answer natin, i-multiply na lang natin ito or bago i-multiply, i-lowest term muna natin. I-lowest term natin itong 4 at 8 pwedeng ma-divide. Divide both by 4, magiging 1. 8 divided by 4, that is 2. Multiply na natin ngayon, 5 times 1 is 5, and then 2 times 7 is 14. So the correct answer is letter D, 5/14. So tandaan, kapag maraming kukuhanin, multiplication lang ang ibig sabihin nun. Kapag dalawa ang kukuhanin, edi P1 times P2. Kapag tatlo naman ang kukuhanin, edi P1 times P2 times P3. Okay? So another example, 302. An urn contains 4 black balls and 6 white balls. What is the probability of getting 1 black and 1 white ball in 2 consecutive draws from the urn? Okay, so magkakaroon tayo ng dalawang case dito sa 302. Kasi ang sabi, 1 black and 1 white ball in 2 consecutive draws from the urn. What is the probability, getting 1 black and white ball? So ang total natin dito, an urn contains 4 black balls. So ang black natin ay 4. Tapos ang white balls natin ay 6. So ang total natin ay meron tayong 4 plus 6, we have 10 ang total. So dalawa yung case natin dito, yung first tapos second. So dalawang case yan. Kasi ang sabi, getting 1 black and 1 white. Pwedeng dito sa first case natin, una yung black, pangalawa, white. Dito naman sa isa, una yung white, pangalawa, black. So, walang nakalagay dito na ibabalik, no? So, ibig sabihin nito, kapag walang nakalagay, ibig sabihin niyan ay hindi na ibabalik. Okay? Without replacement kapag ganyan. Okay? So, therefore, unahin lang natin kapag yung first ay black, ang total ng black natin ay 4. Tapos, over the total, so 4/10. And then times, yung white naman natin, syempre nakakuha na tayo ng isang black. Yung 10 dito, bawasan lang natin, magiging 9. Tapos, ilan ba yung white na natitira? Ang nakuha natin yung una ay black. So may white pa na 6. So 6/9. Okay? Tapos dito naman tayo sa kabila. Ang first naman ay white. Kapag ang first ball natin ay white, so we have probability nun ay 6/10 times yung second naman ay black. Yung second ay black, so kung ang 10 ang denominator natin, bawasan natin ng isa, 9 na lang. So ilan yung black na natitira? Meron pang 4 na black. Okay? So ngayon, pwedeng i-add na lang natin ito. Kung mapapansin nyo, parehas naman sila. 4 times 6, itong kabila, 6 times 4. Parehas lang, no? 10/9 parehas yung ano natin, denominator natin. So kahit wag nyo nang i-lowest term kasi ang mga choices natin decimal. So pwedeng i-multiply na lang natin ito. That is 24. 4 times 6, 24 over 10 times 9, we have 90. Etong kabila, ganun din. 24/90. So ang gagawin natin dyan, i-add natin yan dalawa. So pag in-add, meron tayong 24 plus 24. So we have 48/90. I-divide lang natin in decimal. Divide 48 divided by 90. That is equal to 0.53, walang katapusang 3. Okay? So walang katapusang 3 yan. Therefore, the correct answer, two decimal places, letter C, 0.53. Okay? So, next number 303. From a bag containing 4 black balls and 5 white balls, 2 balls are drawn one at a time. Find the probability that sobra ng S, no? One ball is white and one ball is black. Assume that the first ball is returned before the second ball is drawn. Ayun. So dito nakalagay, ibabalik daw. So may iba yung, parang kaparehas ito nung 302, pero ang kaibahan lang, ibabalik. So find the probability that one ball, tanggalin natin itong S, one ball is white and one ball is black. So dalawa yung ano natin dito. So ang first natin daw ay one ball is white and then the other is black. So pwedeng ang first ay white, ang second ay black, or pwede rin naman ang first ay black tapos ang second ay white. Okay? So dalawa yung magiging probability natin, i-plus ulit natin. So sabi, from a bag containing 4 black balls and 5 white balls. 5 white balls. So ang total natin ay equal sa 9. So kunin lang natin yung probability. Probability ng first white. So important dito yung condition ha. First ball is returned before the second ball is drawn. So 2 balls are drawn one at a time. Find the probability that one ball is white and one ball is black. So may dalawang case tayo, pwedeng magkabaligtad. Kung ang first ay white, so we have 5/9. I-multiply natin sa black yung pangalawa naman. So ang total natin 9 pa rin kasi binalik. Binalik kasi. Okay? So ilan ang black natin? Ang black natin ay 4. So ganun din dito, ang first natin ay black. So we have 4/9. Tapos binalik. Dahil binalik, ang denominator natin ay 9 pa din. Tapos ilan yung white? Ang white ay 5. Therefore, i-add lang natin yan. Multiply natin. 5 times 4, we have 20. Or naka-lowest term na ata dito sa 81. No? So wag nating i-lowest term. At wala rin palang malo-lowest term. Multiply lang yung numerator. 5 times 4, we have 20. Over 9 times 9, 81. Plus, syempre, parehas lang ito. 20/81. So the answer is, i-add lang natin. So we have 20 plus 20, we have 40. Copy ng common denominator, 81. The correct answer is letter D, 40/81. Okay, so next number 304. A group of 3 people enter a theater after the lights had dimmed. They are shown to the correct group of 3 seats by the usher. Each person holds a number stub. What is the probability that each is in the correct seat according to the numbers on seat and stub? So ilang ways ba para i-arrange natin itong so ang sabi, meron daw 3 people, no? A group of 3 people enter a theater after the lights are dim. They are shown to the correct group of 3 seats by the usher. Each person holds a number stub. What is the probability that each is in the correct seat according to the numbers on seat on stub? So ang magiging denominator natin ng probability dito ay yung number of arrangement. Number of arrangement lang nila. Ilan ba yung number of arrangement? Eh di 3 factorial. Kasi merong 3 people. Di ba? 3 people aayusin natin sa 3 seats. di ang denominator natin dyan, number of sample space, ay 3 factorial. Tapos, ilang way ba para maging tama sila? What is the probability that each is in the correct seat? Correct seat. So, ilan ba yung correct seat? So, ang correct seat ay 1 lang. So, therefore, ang probability natin ay 1 over 3 factorial. Ang 3 factorial ay 3 times 2 times 1. So, that is equal to 1/6. The correct answer is letter A, 1/6. Okay, so pwedeng kunin lang natin yung number of ano kasi dito yung so, halimbawa ABC sila. So ilang arrangement para ayusin yung ABC? Di meron yang 6 para ayusin yung ABC. Tapos isa lang diyan yung tamang position. Okay? May isa pang solution dito pero mahaba pa yung isa eh. Halimbawa, yung P sub 1 natin, yung probability na tama ang pwesto, yung P sub 1 natin, pwedeng isa-isahin natin. Ano ang probability na tama ang pwesto nung unang tao? Probability na tama ang pwesto nung unang tao, that is equal to 1/3. Kasi tatlo yung upuan. Ngayon, yung ano ang probability na tama ang pwesto nung pangalawang tao? Kung tama ang pwesto ng unang tao, yung pangalawang tao, ang probability, dalawa na lang yung upuan. So ang probability nun ay 1/2. Tapos yung pangatlong tao, kung tama yung una, tama yung pangalawa, wala nang natitirang upuan. So automatic, tama na siya. So 1 ito. So tapos i-multiply natin ito. So ito yung another solution, 1/3 times 1/2 times 1 equal pa rin siya sa 1/6. Same answer. Okay? So next, number 305. From 20 tickets marked with the first 20 numerals, one is drawn at random. What is the chance that it will be a multiple of 3 or 7? So kunin lang natin dito yung multiples of 3 sa first 20 numerals natin. So ano ba yung mga multiples of 3? Isa-isahin lang natin yung multiples of 3. So ano yung multiples of 3 sa 1 to 20? We have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. So ilan lahat yan? Meron tayong 6 na multiples of 3. So sabi, what is the chance that it will be a multiple of 3 or 7? So kunin naman natin ngayon yung multiples of 7. So multiples of 7, 7 at 14 lang. So meron tayong dalawa. Tapos check natin baka may magkaparehas. 7 and 14. So wala namang 7 and 14 dito sa multiples of 3. So therefore, ano na yung magiging probability from 20 tickets? What is the chance or the probability that it will be a multiple of 3 or 7? I-add lang natin ito. We have 2 plus 6. I-divide natin sa total. Ano yung total? Meron tayong 20 tickets. 2 plus 6 over 20. I-lowest term natin. O i-add muna natin 8 over 20. I-lowest term. I-divide parehas sa 4. So divide both by 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 20 divided by 4 is 5. Therefore, the correct answer is letter D, 2/5. Okay, so that's all. So thank you for watching. Kita-kita tayo sa marami pang mga math reviewer para sa engineering mathematics. Anyway, pwede rin ito sa sa mga nagre-review para sa LET, itong mga probability. Okay, so bye-bye and God bless.